to the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist-fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my vest, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never double cross me.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody, we here.
Hi.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, sorry about the technical difficulties. If you're seeing this, this is actually the Smoke Pit on Wednesdays, like normal.
Yes, like normal. Well, almost normal.
Like almost, except for TeeZee is traveling.
Yep. I'm mobile, y'all. I am coming to you from the great state of Florida. And the great room of the Holiday Inn Express.
Nice. I may not know much about radio, but I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
That's right. Well, I'm staying there tonight.
Maybe tomorrow we wouldn't have such a fucking problem. Okay, so basically what happened is 12 years ago, I shared a meme that I found on Facebook that Facebook hasn't given a shit about for 12 years.
And now they care.
Now they care enough to shut my shit down for like a week. So fuck Facebook, as we're broadcasting live on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and X or whatever it's called now. So, hey, thank you for being over, hanging out, wherever platform you're on. But so with that, and I don't know if there's actually people having conversations in the chats. Normally I can see that. I can't see anything in the chats. So, if you're in the chats, thanks for being here. Thanks for conversating. I just can't see it. So I don't know what's going on.
So Heath is here and he says, hello.
Hey, Heath.
Keith Lewis wants to know if we're talking about beards.
We can't. Yes, actually, I can weigh in on that. I don't want to hit it too hard because I feel like that's going to be a tomorrow and Soren's time thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
But
Jeremy's here in the chats. Old Chucky is coming to all of us from Puerto Rico.
Nice. Hey, that sounds fun, dude.
Oh, Richard Branco's in there. I don't know what the hell he said, but we do have a few people in the chat. I can see some of them.
You know, that start out with the beards.
Yeah, beard sounds good. I can't grow one, but okay.
Never in my life. Okay.
In your life?
In my life.
Okay.
In my military life, and that started in 1997. Have I heard a good reason to not have beards?
Hey, you know what? I'm down for y'all having beards. I think a man in a uniform with a beard is even hotter than a man in uniform.
Now, I will say this, okay? As someone, I shaved this morning, okay? And I have this.
Yeah, you're a bit hairy.
I'm a hairy dude, okay? I take that back. I shaved last night. After my shower. So about 24 hours ago. But I can pinch it and pull it length already. Okay. I have zero problem growing a beard. Now, the dudes you're going to have, this has always been kind of my hesitation. It's like, everyone going to have beards. Half the fucking 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old privates can't grow a fucking beard. And they look all white, trashy, and Joe Dirt-like.
My son is 29 and he can't grow a full beard.
Right. The only argument that I've ever heard that made a little bit of sense was the gas mask thing. Okay. But you're allowed to have a mustache. And if you're allowed to have a mustache,
why not have a chin?
Why not have a beard? And that is, I think that just like every other part of your body that is visible, It should be neat and kept. And if you can do that, you should be able to have one. That's my thought.
I agree with you 110%.
And then the other
This may sound shitty from a woman's point of view, though. I feel, look, we got our ponytails. Why can't the men have their beards?
Right. Well, and the flip side of that being, okay, there was a very, the I'm not even gonna say it was laxed. It was just relaxed a little bit. Because you still, like, even now, you still have to, like, you can't just, like, get out of bed with, like, shitty hair. You still have to, like, brush it or take care of it. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's still a grooming standard there. As long as that grooming standard extends to males. Like, if you I don't think you should be able to have a Santa Claus beard. I think it should have a length regulation, and I think you should be able to have it kept, Yeah. And you don't have to fucking do, like, the beard wax and all that shit. But if you just keep it trimmed and keep it nice and keep it presentable, I think it shouldn't be an issue. And that's the biggest thing right now is retention, right? We talk about, they're harping on retention, right? Free. 100% will not cost the DOD one fucking penny. It would not cost the DOD one penny to say, all right, you can have a beard. And it must, they have to come up with a regulation and say it has to be, and it's probably already there.
Oh,
right.
I'm sure,
If you have,
I'm sure somebody's already holding on to that because they've got to have something.
Because you have religious
shaving profiles.
Yep.
So you already have to have a standard.
Yep. There's already religious exemptions. There's already shaving profiles. Now, I will say this, though. I think the religious exemption is kind of bullshit. I think everybody should have beards, right? And there are certain standardized religions where you can have a beard, right? It kind of requires you. It doesn't even require you to have a beard. It's strongly encouraged.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people get that religious exemption just to get a beard. Not knocking you. If you can get it, get it. It's like getting 100% fucking P&T from the VA. If you can get it, fucking get it.
Fucking get it. That's
but
right.
Don't be like, well, I'm fucking, I'm pagan and I need, dude, whatever. You watched Vikings on the History Channel and now you want to wear a fucking beard. Whatever, dude. Just fucking wear a beard. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if you carry a fucking longsword into battle, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Chilla says, if you can go to war, you can grow a beard.
You know what? Hey, that used to be the fucking saying for drink a beer too. And there's plenty of fucking privates that, you know what I mean?
Still not 21.
Yep, still not 21. But here's, like I said, here's the thing, and this is where there needs to be a regulation, needs to be kept. And like I said, it doesn't need to be fucking that strict a regulation, as far as I'm concerned. But I feel like
Phil says, what about the Amish standard? They only have one when they get married. So you only get yours when you get your NCO stripes. Like, you want it, you work for it.
You get your fucking stripes. Or you marry a stripper. I don't know, dude.
Or yeah. When you get your stripes, or if you marry a stripper, you're allowed to have a beard. That could work. Do you know how many people would have beards though?
Actually, factually, how about go the other way? If you marry a stripper, you can't have a beard.
Right? Takes your beard privileges get taken away.
Yep. Hey, you want to do dumb shit like fucking finance that charger at fucking 23% interest? Guess who doesn't rate a fucking beard private? I take your fucking pull your beard card.
Good behavior.
Yes. Oh yeah. When you get a good conduct medal at 3 years, you get your good conduct medal. Then you can grow a beard.
If you don't get your good conduct medal, you don't get your beard.
Or a combat patch. Oh, I bet all them fucks would have deployed then, huh? All those fucking E7s and E8s without a fucking combat patch on their sleeve. I bet they'd have fucking went to Iraq if they'd have fucking, you get a combat patch, you can have a beard. Oh.
Everybody be like, you get a combat patch. You get a combat patch.
All them fucks that hung out in Tradoc or fucking some shit like that, their whole fucking career. Oh. That fucking, there's nothing that pisses me off more than some fucking first sergeant or sergeant major who's never had fucking sand in his boots that's going around fucking, you gotta police that mustache. Oh, fuck you.
That mustache.
Fuck you. And that's the other thing too, like, Like this is where the Army needs to step in and just be like, fucking have them, dude. And then all these fucking
needs to make like the grand announcement and just suck it up and be like, you know what? I'm the one who's gonna decide.
But you know what? We got shitbag sergeant majors and first sergeants. You know what the Army also gives us? Fucking cold weather gear. A fucking beanie or gloves or a fucking coat. You can't wear a goddamn coat. It's fucking 20 below zero out here. Fuck you.
Formation.
Yeah, they fucking drive by, roll their window down just fucking low enough that the heat doesn't escape and fucking yell at you and roll it up and drive away. Fuck you. Fuck you. Come stand in formation with us there, Sergeant Major, and fucking tell us that we don't need a fucking coat on.
Right.
You know what? So the Army came in and be like, well, you never fucking, everyone grow beards now. They're still going to be fucking Sergeant Major. Hey, you're not my police, that mustache. Fuck it. They'll find a way to fuck it up.
The that have the biggest problem with it are the ones who still can't grow a beard.
Fucking probably. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
They're the ones that have like the little bald cheeks and stuff. They
come in all white
far.
trashy like that. Yep. They fucking belong in the their base housing is a fucking single wide in the back 40 somewhere. Taking my Trans Am to work today. Oh fuck.
Lordy.
My catalytic converter got fucking jacked off in base housing.
Damn teenagers. Get off my land.
Oh, we got kicked off of X. I wonder what I did.
What?
It says offline. I don't know. I probably fucking pissed somebody off.
What?
Knows.
Darn you. You went and no, I'm just joking.
It's probably because we played. No, I didn't play that song. So second hour we have Ted Nugent coming on for a little bit. And I have a song of Ted Nugent that I can play. He gave us permission to play it. But I'm sure Facebook will find a way to fuck that up too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, why did we kicked off of X? Anyhow.
I don't know.
We had a lot of people watching on X. Maybe everyone just said fuck it. Yeah, I can't see anything in the chats. Nothing. Fuck, I hate this. I hate this. Oh, so the weed farm.
I don't know what happened. So how has your week been, sir?
Well, we're harvesting in the weed farm.
Harvesting already.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You sent some photos.
That's did.
That's some serious stuff going on.
Yes. So far, and this is wet weight, and we've only done half. And we've harvested about 600 pounds.
Wow.
And that's only half of that tent. But that's wet weight though. So all dried out, it'll be about half that, and then that's with stems and everything yet. We still gotta trim the bud off it. We've probably got, of that 600 pounds that because we strip all the leaves off it. We probably have 100 pounds, 100 to 200 pounds of wet bud on those. We'll probably have about 100 pounds out of that half. They're hoping to get about 300 pounds total out of this harvest of processed flour. So
very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fucking a lot of weed, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, yeah. Well, just for context, the pictures I showed you the other day, or sent the other day, we have the 40-foot connexes, and we hang 4 nets in there with fans blowing on to dry it out. And so those one half the harvest took up one full 40-foot connex.
Wow.
Of 4 nets hanging on both sides of it.
That's
from
crazy.
Floor to ceiling. Yeah. It's a lot of fucking weed, dude.
Oh, yes, it is.
So, yeah. So, like I said, that's half of it. So we'll have 2 40-foot connexes completely full of weed. Hanging
so
like
you're
that.
learning all the new cool stuff, huh?
Yeah and no. You know what I did learn today? I did learn, because, I still don't partake. I don't.
No, you still don't partake.
And this is kind of one of those things. It's kind of brainless, really. You know what I mean? Like you cut the stalk, you hang it up. Cut the stalk, you hang it up. One person has to weigh each plant before it gets hung up. And that's me, because I was the only one who didn't eat the cookies this morning.
What?
They all got cookies that were about 50 milligrams a pop. And one guy was like, oh, these ain't shit. Had like 4 of them. And then he just sat there and like watched the world burn for the afternoon.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I just spilled my pop all over my fucking mouse pad. Fuck, this day is just getting shittier and shittier.
You just spilled something?
I just spilled my drink all over my mouse pad.
Oh, no. Is your mouse pad one of those like neoprene ones? So it's not like getting
It
ruined?
is, yep. And actually, it's my, I'm not going to hold it over my fucking keyboard, but it's
that would be bad.
it's my guys on September 11th in Iraq.
Oh,
That's
how
my-
cool is that?
That's my mouse pad.
Oh, you're
my
so sentimental.
Actually, my wife got it for me. That was like a Father's Day present or something. It was really cool.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I was really happy at her for that.
Today's my sister's birthday.
Is it? How old is she?
Yeah.
Never mind. Don't tell me. Don't ask a woman's age. Sorry.
She's older than me.
Well, good. Ha
Ha.
She has set a new record, new personal best for amount of days lived. Good job.
Yes. She went another turn around the sun.
That's
Or
good
something
though,
like
because that's better than the alternative.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, it's graduate. Okay, so graduation
Yeah, it was
is
your girl's last day of school today, wasn't it?
yesterday. Technically, was they had so today they had like the senior picnic, and then they have like a mud wrestling event.
I saw that photo.
Yep. She was covered.
And
And actually she so they dig it. It's actually a big mud pit. They don't just like, it's actually they dig a hole, chart it up with a fucking disc, and then they have the fire department spray it for like an hour. And then it rained for the last 2 days. Yeah. Anyway, they do a tug of war first. Boy, it's so fucking shitty. Boys versus girls. And the girls actually won because there's more girls.
That's right, motherfucker.
Anyway, after that, then they could just kind of pick partners and mud wrestle. And Rachel's like, I might have went a little bit overboard because I was like body slamming these bitches. And I was like, what? I'm like, you can't actually body slam that bitch. She's like, well, I've wanted to do it for like 4 years.
Best time to do it. End of the year.
I was like, well, now you got a story to fucking tell your grandkids.
Right? Exactly. Good for her.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. She really loved it. And then so tomorrow they have like graduation practice or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then their Friday they do like a group photo in their cap and gowns.
Aww.
And then Saturday's graduation. So
Are you gonna cry? Mom's
No.
gonna cry for sure.
you know what? Here's the deal. If this was our first one, we might. It's our third one in 3 years. You know what I mean?
Y'all are crying out of happiness.
We are done with the crying.
You're just like, I'm so excited. One more's leaving. Yay!
Yeah, fuck yeah. We already planned what to do with the room. No, but genuinely. So, Private Radar, he graduated in 20. And that was actually the one that made me real sad because they don't get anything. They never got nothing.
That's so sad.
So I felt kind of bad that he didn't. That poor kid, he's gotten screwed his whole life. First off, he had me as a father. So that put him at a disadvantage right away.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then secondly, like his mom and I split and then she turned into a crackhead. So she had to come live with me. And then, that all kind of shook out. And then he got screwed with 2020 and COVID. And then he went in the fucking army and got apparently the worst fucking command in the world. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna name this truck company out of Grafenfurt, Germany, but they apparently have a bunch. Not just my son, but almost everybody. According to him, there's at least a handful of like privates and specialists who are getting out because they're losing leave days. They're getting their use and lose And the fucking command won't even let them take fucking leave when they have use or lose days.
That's jacked up.
He's like 2 months from getting out, right? Supposed to be fucking checking out, going to fucking Sato to get his shit so he can go on terminal leave. They haven't gone on a fucking mission. Like,
they don't have a whole company.
They have a whole fucking company full of fucking truck drivers. But nope, we better take that guy who's getting out in 2 months. He's taken 93 days of terminal leave as a fucking specialist. Been in 4 years, got 93 days of fucking leave built up. Damn. And he lost some last year in use or lose. That's fucked. There is absolutely no fucking reason that a fucking specialist on their first term is having use or lose days. Let them fucking take leave. Make them take leave.
Exactly. Make them do it.
That's ridiculous. And I understand that there was COVID and they couldn't fucking do shit for like 2 years, but you have got to take care of your fucking troops. You have to.
Exactly.
And their mental well-being. That's taking leave is giving them the opportunity to decompress. Period.
Exactly.
There is no mission more important than your fucking troops' mental health. Period. Yeah. And I don't know what fucking planet these company commanders and first sergeants and platoon sergeants are fucking from if they think anything fucking different. Period.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm attacking you, then you need to fucking reevaluate your situation as a fucking leader. Your job as a leader is to take care of your fucking troops. Period.
Faux show. Say it louder for those in the back.
Fuck, I do not understand, and I will never understand how, like, a first line leader would think that's okay. Period.
Yeah.
His squad leader's pissed. His squad leader's like, fuck it. And he called me the other day. He's like, Dad, I'm supposed to be fucking out processing. I don't even have this done. I don't have this training done. I don't have this done. They won't let me go to this fucking thing. And I'm supposed to be leaving in like 6 weeks. And now they want me to go on this fucking mission for a 4. Like, he hasn't even got his fucking plane tickets from Sato yet. You know what I mean? Like,
Lord.
The only thing he's got is his fucking DA-31 approved for his terminal leave. That's it. He's still supposed to go to all of his, like, whatever classes they got to take to get out and all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Still not even done with them.
Wow. And then they're putting him on mission.
Yep.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yep. Final physical's done, though, so if he gets hurt, that won't show up on it.
Ugh. Yeah, he can.
Hey, there's ways around that, but that's still that used to be like, I remember when I was in, that was like the thing. If you had your final physical done, you're supposed to be fucking done. You know what I mean? You're supposed to, when you had that final physical at what, like 3 months before you get out your terminal, your whatever physical. Once that was done, you're supposed to be done. And I don't fucking get it. I do not understand what mission that these fucks think are so fucking important. Like, and then he's like, and I was like, well, why don't you take, because at that very first, when he first started telling me this, I took his platoon sergeant and first sergeant side on this. And I was like, you have to, well, he's like, well, I'm like, dude, why didn't you take leave this time? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? Because we thought we might get a mission. So they denied everyone's leave. We thought we might have a mission. We thought something might have came down. So we had to be at fucking 75%. What? Fuck That's you. Ridiculous. Fuck. Like, give them like holiday block leave, 75%. What? Why? What's going on? It's holiday block leave. Fucking nobody should be here. Nobody. Go home. Get the fuck out of here. Well, we might have a mission. No, you're not. You're not going to have a mission between Christmas and fucking New Year's. You're not going to have one. Period.
Nope. Unless we mysteriously go to war again. No, you're not. You're not going to have a mission.
You don't need to be fully mission capable over fucking Christmas. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I understand being in Germany that you don't want to give them fucking 3 weeks, the whole month of December off. Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, but still.
But give them give them the 2 weeks, give them the fucking 10 days during Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking seriously. Period. It's just like they fucking just drill these, and then they wonder why nobody wants to fucking re-enlist.
I was just about to say, and we wonder why re-enlistment is so low. I wonder why.
Yep.
It's no wonder people are doing their 4 or 6 and then getting out.
I'm actually more surprised with people who do re-enlist at this point.
Yeah. It is kind of shocking.
And honestly, like I said, I did 14 and I was on, if I would not have got medically retired, I would have stayed until 20. That was my goal. My thing was, once you re-enlist and you're sitting there at like 9-10 years, you might as well fucking finish your 20.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Once I signed those papers to go back in, because I got out, then I went back in. Once I signed those papers to go back in, I was going to be sitting at 11 years. Fuck it, might as well stay in. Might as well stay in. I'm already halfway there. Then I got hurt, and then they kicked me out. That was a different situation.
Yeah.
But now, even with as shitty as the economy is, even with as shitty as everything, I cannot understand people who are like, fuck it, I'm gonna get out and come back in. Or I'm gonna re-enlist. Why? So they can keep fucking you. Like, have you been to the VA lately when they ask you about military sexual trauma? They ask you a bunch of questions about MST now. Yeah. I want someone to be like, yeah, the Army's been fucking me for 20 years. The Army fucked me hard for like 6 years. Fuck, dude. And like I said, when that first started going on, I tried defending the military. I tried defending his first sergeant, his platoon sergeant, that, hey, you know, sometimes missions come out, son. And then he starts telling me about, oh yeah, I lost like fucking 6 days of leave last year and I'm on 93 days of fucking terminal leave and da-da-da. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, and it had to go up to like the fucking, I think it had to go up to his 1-star to fucking get approved.
That much?
Yeah. What the fuck's a 1-star be like? Oh, maybe we should fucking do something about these guys down here.
Yeah, you would think if they're seeing a bunch of these things getting pushed up the ladder to where it's like you have this many, I would want to know why. Why do your people have 90 fucking days of terminal leave? What the fuck have you been doing to not give your people leave? I, as a higher up, I'd be. Yeah,
you can't think someone in brigade or someone in the one shop is like, hey, why do these fucking privates and specialists have 90 some days of leave on the books?
Yeah.
That to me is just fucking insane.
It's crazy. You know,
I don't get it. And I know hold on, I will say this because there are kids, and I know these people. I was one of these people. I always carried about 60 days of leave on the books. Because you want to have that in case there's emergencies, right? It's nice to have a little bit built up for in case of emergencies, right? But after 12 years, it's easier to carry 60 days on the books when you've only been fucking 4.
Yeah.
That's basically, like I said, he came home on his own accord once for 2 weeks. He got 2 weeks of leave. And this part of this too is something that like he went in 20. So, you know, like he didn't get leave after AIT before he went to Germany. Because of COVID.
Everything with COVID.
Yeah, usually they give you 30 days leave then to get your affairs in order and everything, and then send you out.
They didn't want to do anything because they didn't want anybody getting exposed.
Yep. So he did not get that. So and back to the playing devil's advocate, he did not get that 30 days then. But in the time that he's been there, he's come home twice. The first time he came home for 2 weeks for Christmas, for holiday block leave. He got 2 weeks for holiday block leave. And then he came back for 3 weeks when his mom died. That's it. That's the only time he got to leave. So, I mean,
that's crazy.
And they gave him whatever emergency leave for that. So they didn't charge it. It wasn't chargeable, I guess.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
So, I mean, I get that. I understand that. I get it. And I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to bust their balls too hard, but he's not the only one.
Oh God, no.
And there's other kids. There's other people. At least in his platoon. There's 3 guys, 4 total, counting him in his platoon. 4 in one platoon on their first enlistment with over 90 days of terminal leave. That's insane, and that's just his platoon. Like, that's fucking insane to me. You know.
Yeah.
So that needs to be addressed. And people, beards. Yep. Hey, and I'm curious now if that's just his company or if that is Army Europe problem or if that's an Army problem. Because as numbers continue to diminish, and the mission op tempo continues up here, now we're running closer and closer and closer to being, some of these units are only at like 70, 80% manning.
Yeah.
When are you no longer fully mission capable if you're allowing people to go and leave? And in order to keep your fully mission capable, are you not allowing your fucking troops to go and leave? Like,
is it like a catch-22 kind of thing?
Because I get it. You do have certain operations. You have an op tempo you need to maintain. I get that. But
and I know in Germany they do a lot of really weird rotations too for stuff, because I remember our unit always being like, we have to keep so many people on because we rotate through funeral duty over here, or because we rotate through this duty here, or this one, or whatever it is. So I know they had a lot of different things in the European theater versus garrison stateside.
Well, and I know being stationed at Graf, some of the stuff they do is supporting units there on rotation.
Yeah.
And they have been doing some of that Ukraine mission stuff. So I do understand that op tempo has been kind of high. But still. That means
90 something days of terminal leave.
That means and honestly, if your op tempo is that high, that means it's even more imperative that when you do get downtimes, you give your soldiers a break.
Yep, they need their downtime.
Yep,
exactly.
If they are running twice the missions because that is what is required of them, then you have to give them at least some fucking time off. Period.
Yeah, see, I was trying to think how much leave I took when I was in Germany, and honestly and seriously, I went home for my grandma's funeral. And I may have taken leave one other time, but the whole time I was in Germany, I barely got any leave.
Yep.
Because we were so busy.
Right.
Now, granted, when I was there was, 02, 03 is when I first got there. So of course everything kicked off in 03.
Yep.
And we were like crazy busy.
Yep.
Even in theater, we were crazy busy. And so yeah, I know being overseas does do a lot of stuff, but you still got to get these guys some downtime.
You got to get them some downtime. He was talking about how he was on some mission and was getting yelled at for not getting a haircut. He's been like, I've been in the field for 45 days straight.
Yeah, where would you like me to get that haircut?
Yeah, when do you want me to get a haircut? Like, I've been running missions for 45 days straight. When do you want me to get a haircut? I would love to get a haircut. I hate my hair. And my son, like, the hair that I have now is about this length of hair he's always kind of had. He's always had long hair or short hair.
Short hair, yeah.
So don't fucking be like, well, Private, one of the specials, why don't you get a haircut? Fuck, give me a day off, dude. I'd love to.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like,
you take me and then we'll both be happy.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, we had more downtime in Iraq than they're getting in fucking Germany.
Sounds like it for sure.
At least I got a comb. I was like, well, I didn't really need a haircut, but actually I did. Back in the day.
Back in the day when you had more hair on your head.
So.
Yep. I didn't know you back then.
Well, you weren't missing much. No, I don't know. I feel bad about all that kind of stuff, but it's kind of like, why are you guys fucking these kids over?
Yeah. And so I definitely don't want to talk about how lucky my daughter is in the Coast Guard, because they're really good about giving them their leave and their downtime. So maybe the boy should have gone into the Coast Guard.
Maybe you should have. I wouldn't even have been mad if you would have. I will say this about him, is we kind of tried. And out of the Coast Guard. I didn't try to get him in the Coast Guard because there's no Coast Guard recruiters around here. But I did.
Well, no,
I did try to get him. Okay, so, and this was back when they were all in the mall, right? And they had like a little, like hallway. You know what I mean? You had to go down and talk to recruiters. Yeah, the recruiter hallway. And you walk in, and the Marine Corps was on the right, and the Army was on the left, and then you had to like turn a corner to go to the Air Force and the Navy. And the Army guys were right there, and he wanted to go in the Army basically the whole time. He talked about the Air Force a little bit and was talking to an Air Force recruiter. We talked to him, and then we talked to the Army, The Marine Corps recruiter called me back about a week after he shipped to basic training. It had been almost a year. Right? He fucking, this was in August, like right before school started, before senior year. So yeah, that was August, September. I think he went to MEPS in like August or September, his senior year. And it was like June after he graduated that I got a call from Marine Corps recruiter.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
I guess they didn't have a recruiter at the office, so they finally got somebody in there. He's like, "Oh, so you got some interest." Sorry, dude, he's already gone. He's literally at basic training right now.
And Army beat you to it. Sorry.
The Navy guy never called us back. I'm like, we went in there, filled out a card. He sent an email to the guy. Nothing. We never heard back from the Navy recruiter. Never.
Wow.
And they're like, well, we can't make numbers. Yeah, don't fucking call anybody back, dude. Actually, my kid wanted to go in the Marine Corps. It was all he's talking about doing.
Yeah.
And then he really wanted to go in the Air Force for a while, and he was kind of him-hawing on that. And then he was just like, nah, I don't want to do that. So, went in the Army. I talked to him in the Army. I should have talked to him in the Air Force. I should have done.
My son went in, did 4 years, and got right the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah, he did not like it at all. Not
at all, Sam. I am.
He had a really, really crappy unit. Your son's unit is crappy. Oh my God, my son's unit was horrible. But daughter's having good luck with the Coast Guard, so good for her.
That's awesome. And I've only known a few people to actually be in the Coast Guard. So I mean, like, not to be shitty, but
yeah, other than my daughter, I think I know 2 people. Like, personally, know 2 people who served in the Coast Guard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just not, it's a smaller force overall, but if you don't live by a major body of water, you probably just don't even think about the Coast Guard being something to join.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like it's represented at the high schools for ROTC or anything, or JROTC.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she loves it. So
good. I don't know. I don't know. I wish he would have had a better time. I feel bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now he's coming back. Is he gonna come back home and go to college?
This is what I told him to do.
I love this is what I told him to do.
And this is my recommendation to him. And he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be shitty about it, but I told him, because he's got 90 days to terminal, he's going to get paid for 90 days when he gets home. Mm-hmm. Told him to take a month and just do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Take a month and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
And he's talking about going to there's a tech school in Rapid, about an hour away. Talking about going to tech school and fucking doing that shit and going to either be electrician or plumber or something like that. Get a trade.
Good for him.
Yep. So something along those lines. That's what he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do with that. I don't care. I just want him to take a little bit of time off.
Oh, for sure. He needs to. He needs to decompress just in general.
Yep. And just get back to and I don't know. I might find him, see if I can get him a job, like doing something like
at the pot farm.
I don't know about the pot farm. I don't know. There's been some turmoil with the pot farm.
Well, you might have some. Anybody that works as an electrician or as a plumber?
I do actually.
To take on
an apprentice. That's what I was, and I'm gonna talk. I got a buddy of mine. He's actually getting ready to test for his contractor license. My father-in-law is an electrical contractor. He's basically retired. He still has his license. He does some odd jobs for people. He just kind of, I don't know, makes some money on the table basically. But he's too old to take on an apprentice. Mm-hmm. And he kind of just does the shit he wants to do. You know what I mean? And signs off for other people, you know what I mean? Actually inspects for people, and they'll work under his license, but he doesn't have a business, and he doesn't, he just kind of does what he wants. Mm-hmm. My other buddy, he's a journeyman, but he works for the science lab in Lead, and he does some stuff on the side. And so I might at least have him talk to him.
Yeah.
And see what, give him some ideas as to what that entails. My daughter's boyfriend, his dad is a plumber, has a plumbing business here in town.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about seeing if Jimmy could talk to him and see kind of what he's thinking,
Very nice.
And just
my
kinda,
dad was an electrician.
Okay.
Yeah, he belonged to the IBEW,
Okay.
International Electronic Workers
Mm-hmm.
Union or some bullcrap.
Yeah.
I still have some of his stuff from when I was a kid that had the IBEW on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yep.
Well, and like I said, if he wants to be able to do some stuff like that, I absolutely am down. I hope he gets a chance to do that stuff. And, if nothing else, maybe he's talked about HVAC too. That'd be kind of cool. So, but kind of give him a chance. Like I said, get him a job doing something so he doesn't fucking wither away. I don't want him just, come home, play video games and get drunk or some shit. I don't want him to do that. I want him to do something kind of productive with his life. But as far as the big things go, like I don't expect a lot of them. I don't know if he's going to stay with me or my parents or whatever. I'm going to talk to them, but they'll be in town tomorrow. Talk to them about that a little bit. Because my parents have that house a couple miles away.
That's right.
It might be kind of nice to give him a little bit of privacy. You know what I mean? So he's not living in my basement.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's all. Whatever. See what he wants to do. But if he's going to go to school in Rapid, he talked about getting a place there, and it's like, well, live here for rent free, and save some money and get an apartment. Or
very good.
He's talking about maybe buying a house or something there too, or whatever he wants to do. He's got some options,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I want to get him lined up with VA, and he had some back problems and shit while he was in, and get that stuff, get him covered. At least get him service connected for that stuff. So if it ever gets bad on him, he can fucking get it taken care of,
Good deal.
So yeah, just shit like that. Give him some time to do that, and then go to school. If school starts in August, he wants to go to do that. That's fine, or whatever. Or if he wants to take a little bit of time and figure his life out a little bit, that's not a bad idea either.
No, that is not a bad idea at all.
So,
and he's single and still has plenty of time. He's young.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to give him a chance to do that.
Exactly.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, nothing else. We'll figure it out.
It's closer to him being home. I'm sure it'll get more exciting. You're gonna have your boy back.
I'm excited for him to be home. I hope he's excited to be home. Is kind of where I'm at too. I really hope he's excited to make that, you know what I mean? He was excited to leave. He was excited to get on his own, and I don't want to cage him up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, because that's a big change to go from high school straight into the military, and then to think, oh crap, now I've got to go back home, you know, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, he's been a grown up for a while now, so
yep.
But if it makes him feel better, we all go home eventually.
We do. We all go home. And I hope I don't want him to stagnate. I want him to keep growing.
Yeah.
So, but I had an idea.
You do?
I think we'll go to break-its in 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then see if our guest comes in a little bit early, get stuff going, listen to a couple tunes while we're waiting, and all right. So we'll go to break in a few minutes, about 5 minutes or so.
Whatever you want to do, sir, I am down.
Well, I kind of want to clean this pop off my desk. It's getting sticky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to do that.
And I don't want to have it before I feel like we kind of rushed with our guest a minute ago, last week.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really okay. So those of you who are coming in now or whatever don't know, we're having Ted Nugent on. Ted Nugent's supposed to be on with us. And that's very exciting to me. So I think a lot of us kind of our age, Ted Nugent was he was a big thing around us. You know what I mean? He
was a big deal when I was a kid. I mean, I was more into him when he was with Damn Yankees.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of the kind of music I like and everything. My brothers listen to Ted Nugent and that. I mean, they're into more rock music than I was a hair band girl.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoyed the Damn Yankees. They were one of my favorite bands back in the day. So.
Well, and I think that Ted he's had a pretty eclectic career. Maybe not as eclectic as like Big Kenny last week. I mean, let's be honest. Big Kenny's music kind of really stretched over several genres.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Ted's a legend, man. Ted Nugent is an absolute
when you think
legend.
Of Ted, you think of like the big names,
Yeah.
you know, and I think he's been around, for what seems like forever. And I didn't even realize how old he actually is until I was doing research.
He's like 25, something.
Yeah.
One of the things that really surprised me, and this surprises me, and there's a couple artists from that time who were sober. You know what I mean? Like, because he was, back in back in the 70s and 80s, there was a lot of crazy shit that some of those guys were doing. And guys like Ted Nugent and Gene Simmons were pretty outspoken in their kind of, I don't know, their stance on drugs and alcohol compared to people like, I don't know, like Jim Belushi or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, there was, but I'm saying there was a lot of pretty rampant, crazy shit that then they managed to really take a stance along that. So I'm really, that to me, that's pretty admirable to me. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever. I work at a weed farm and don't smoke weed. So there's that. So anyway, so after our break, hopefully we'll have Mr. Ted Nugent on. We'll have him for half an hour again, same as we had for Big Kenny last week. But any time spent with someone like this is going to be amazing, hopefully. So, I think we'll cut to break. I'll run to the upstairs and get a towel to clean up my mess, and we'll be back in about, give or take, 10 minutes, and hopefully with a fantastic guest on. So, I'm going to start. He sent us a song. It's called "Come and Take It." It's a new song of his. We are going to listen to that and a couple other songs. We'll have some Bubba Starts on there. Ooh, I better take this one down because that will get us sucked. I don't want to do that. But yeah, we'll listen to a couple songs and we'll be back in give or take 10 minutes. So we'll see you soon. Shots.
Yup.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Come and take it. 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 Go ahead and try. Go ahead and die. Come and take it. Welcome back to the Concord Bridge. Don't you even try it. Don't you try.
other to pour their love on me like water. Got an ocean for the love that's made for two. We can sail up on the ocean breeze and sunshine feels like you loving me. We got a good thing going on, you know that's true. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Well, I like waking up lying next to you when the sun's so hot and the sky's so blue. There ain't a single thing I'd rather do than spend all my time making love to you. Ain't got a plan, just a way to live in a big bag of love that we love to give out to the world through song and show. If you're getting all of us, let's go, go, go. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, fine, fine. Hey, Sioux Falls, thank you so much.
And fresh out of school, living his life and trying to be cool. Johnny's world changed with a telegram. Pack your things and don't be slow, for Benin's where you gotta go. We're sending you to Vietnam. Saw things no one should see, all in the name of liberty. Several friends would pass away. Return home a different man, wondering why he's alive in God's plan. Thought ending it all was the only way. Don't let him be a 22. Gave his body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When his world crashes down, he needs some help to see life through. Don't let him be a 22. Susie was an ex-prom queen. Mommy and Daddy gave her everything, but her eyes were opened on that September day. She watched those silver towers fall, knew she had to heed the call. Marine Corps blues were the way. Got sent to Afghanistan, where an IED took her legs and hands. Living a life with many surgeries. Times got hard and bills piled high. Disabilities were denied. How can she live with these injuries? Don't let her be a 22. Gave her body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When her world crashes down, she needs some help to see life through. Don't let her be a 22. Men and women who take a stand, protecting our homeland, away from their husbands and wives, fighting their internal fights with long and sleepless nights. They need our help to live better lives. us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue.
My memory fly by, burning up and fade under the Texas sky. A shooting star in the dead of the night. It lighted my heart, baby, like a firefly. These fireflies, they glow and they fade away, just like our love that has flown away. They dance in the wind, and then they're gone. Wish I could go back and make things right, like into the mystic on a summer night. My little firefly. You said that hope floats, I said that dream soar. You didn't know me from Adam, I was hoping for more. Lately I'm feeling like a rock sinking down. I wish I didn't have to pretend. Someday, somehow, I get to see your face again. These fireflies, they glow and they fade away, just like our love that has flown away. They dance in the wind, and then they're gone. I wish I could go back and make things right, like into the mystic on a summer night. My little firefly. Said our love was just a fantasy. There has to be a reason, there has to be a way to tell my heart to stop hurting this way. Since you, I think back to the place where time stood still. That Golden Gate Bridge didn't shine that bright till we danced in the mystic on a summer night. These fireflies, they glow and they fade away, just like our love that has flown away. They dance in the wind, and then they're gone. Wish I can go back and make things right, like into the mystic on a summer night. A little firefly, my little firefly.
With a shirt on his back and no need for an aim at you. Original song of ours called She Devil. Hope you guys like it. Watching her walking down the dusty street. She's got long dark hair down to her dirty feet. Now I got a real good feeling from the look in her eyes, like she knows that I'll be going home with her tonight. Come to club dancing, cheek to cheek, love that devil woman. y'all so much.
Come and take it. 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 Go ahead and try. Go ahead and die. Come and take it. Welcome back to the Concord Bridge. Don't you even try it. Don't you tread on me. You can do or die in the land of the free. Come and take it. Come and take it. Yeah. No more kings, no tyrants, no more jackboot thugs. We will unleash violence for the freedom that we love. Come and take it. I dare you. Come and take it. Come and take it. Good luck. Come and take it. Fuck.
Well, I guess I was born with a gun in my hand. We'd walk the big clear cuts in the pine timberland. Well, the army man told me that I could defend the free. Oh, and draw me a paycheck and get a tech school degree. I said, hey now, Sergeant, that sure does sound fine. Well, the sawmill ain't hiring. Tell me, where do I sign? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Well, my hands are still steady, and they still hold a gun. And this is the suit of a soldier for your southeastern son. Well, tell Mom not to worry if she's taking it hard. Never thought I'd see action back when I joined the Guard. Well, I'll be beneath the big Afghan moon. Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on?
I come from a lifetime of hard labor and dirty hands. Holes in the soles of both of my boots and grease stains on my pants. I never laid eyes on a silver spoon, Lord, I never had a glance. It ain't a high-class living, got my weed and ribbon, so I really don't give a damn. But when it comes to the hard times, yeah, buddy, I've seen them all. Well, I've spent my nights in some busted dives, drank a river of alcohol. And I've broken my back harvest time, working 90-hour weeks. Well, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. They say that money won't make you happy. Let me give it a try. 'Cause I've been working like a dog in the summer heat, going broke on overtime. Oh, I sing my song for the working folk. Go on and raise your beer with me. Sing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. But when I finally break these shackles and I ain't counting out these dimes, when I can play my songs all night long and leave this job behind, you can bet you can find me grinning on the day I'm finally free, singing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. Singing, I ain't no rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be.
standing still. Have one dream in my hand, and I'll never give up. Just keep on running till I'm on top. Push to the edge of this mountain called life. Push to our limits, the higher we climb. Running uphill, running out of line. I can't run anymore, so I guess I'll have to fly away. 'Cause I want to make a difference today. We're gonna have to change our lives, change our ways, if we want to build a difference today.
Hey, everybody, we're back with Mr. Ted Nugent. Sir, thank
We have video, we have audio, we have Uncle Ted's Spirit Liftoff. Hello, real Americans everywhere, wherever you are.
Well, I sure appreciate your patience with us, sir. I don't know what was going on, but I'm glad we got her going. So,
Well, I'm kind of a Neanderthal. I don't know much about technology. I'm surprised I can tune my guitars in, but my guitars are all sighted in dead on at 200 yards. That I know for sure.
well, and you got a couple minutes experience with them guitars as well, I'm assuming. So,
Yeah, I'm 76 this year, and I've been doing it for 71 years, I guess, something like that.
wow, you started playing at 5 years old, huh?
Yeah, I started beating on it the minute I got downwind of one. Some natural instinct to create the animal breeding soundtrack, rhythm and blues that was in my spirit. That and the mystical flight of the arrow, the bow and arrow, projectile management, and the adventure of music has been with me for my entire life, and it turns me on even more today. That's the ultimate celebration.
Wow, even after all these years, it's still exciting. That's awesome. That's you hear so many people.
I did my 6,936th rockout. That's 6,936. That goes all the way back to the pool parties and the sock hops, and I played at Walt's Malt Shop in Detroit. I counted all the performances, including the national anthem for the great Donald Trump and the U.S. military heroes. Whenever I play for them, that qualifies as a rockout. So 6,936, and I'm here. This is the ultimate gift from God. I had more fun last Friday on number 6,936 than I've ever had in my life. What an incredible gift that is, huh?
Yes, that is
That's
incredible.
Awesome.
That's amazing. I was going to ask this question later, but I'll ask you now because a lot of the musicians we have on are up and coming. You know, they're reaching those milestones, right? And as somebody who's there, what was the moment that you were like, I've made it. I'm a fucking rock star. I'm here. Look at me. Look at what I can do. When was that moment for you?
Well, luckily, I've always dismissed the very notion of a rock star. That's what I am as a musician. You know, I even before I got turned on to the founding fathers like Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley, Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, B.B. King, Freddie King, Albert King, the Howlin' Wolves, the Muddy Waters, all those original black, emotional, musical they delivered the spirit. And then, of course, James Brown and Wilson Pickett and the Motown Funk Brothers when I got into my pre-teens. But it was an out-of-body urgency, just like the bow and arrow. I think every kid born in 1948, by the time they were 3 or 4, they had some kind of Daisy BB gun or a homemade slingshot. And so I was always fascinated by that because we live next to the Rouge River. And there is a convergence of the spirit of my reasoning predator fascination with my relationship with God's miraculous creation as a hands-on participant, and the adventure for the sonic delivery of my wild life. Boy, it's been a wild life, but the wild life as far as hunting, fishing, trapping, and the great outdoors. So I started out as raw and unrelenting and passionate and adventurous when I was just a little boy. And then when I started hearing the Chuck Berrys and the Bo Diddley, I went, oh, maybe that's what I'm trying to do. So it's been a real, I use the term, you may never hear this from another musician, but my music has always been out of body.
Okay.
In fact, like I said, I dismissed the rock star thing. Okay, I suppose if there are some descriptions of what a rock star is, I suppose I qualify. I've sold 40 million records because I'm surrounded by other musicians who just want to make the music. They could care less about stardom or adulation or platinum albums or numbers of concerts, even though I know exactly how many concerts I've done. But it's because those are the concerts that I was able to deliver my music, that obviously by putting my heart and soul into discovering the unlimited parameters of a guitar neck. I mean, look at this guitar right here. This is really an unlimited topography here, the length of the guitar neck. And by pursuing that with heart and soul, that's relative to the fascination of my relationship with God's natural creation as a hunter, that spirit of the wild, that spirit of belonging, that spirit of balancing the herds and managing habitat and feeding your family the ultimate wild, natural, organic, pure, renewable diet. That's why so many of my songs have titles like Tooth, Fang, and Claw, The Great White Buffalo, Living in the Woods, Hibernation, Migration. It really is the confluence of heretofore uncharted territory between a hunting lifestyle and a soulful, outrageous, unlimited musical lifestyle. So I've never been motivated by anything other than just living my gift of life to the fullest. That's why I've been clean and sober for 75 years. You can't kill a deer with a bow and arrow if you're drunk or stoned, I promise you. And you can't communicate, with the incredible musicians that I've been so honored and humbled and blessed to collaborate with. Keith Richards notwithstanding, and some of my other heroes that were drunk and stoned when they probably made some of their best music. But I always wanted to sponge, your name is Radar. Well, I think the essence of quality of life comes from how we tune our radar. How high can my level of awareness be that manifests itself in collaborating with my fellow musicians and listening, being an asset to their music and them being an asset to my music to create a united musical force, and the discipline and the martial arts of aim small, miss small marksmanship, a stealthy awareness, getting close to game, knowing how to read a body of water for successful fish dinners. You'll never hear anybody talk about inspiration of music and life in general like I'm expressing to you right now, because I've been 100% into the great outdoors and 100% into the adventure of my electric guitar music. And to this day, they're so opposite in many ways. My music is really loud, really outrageous and cranking and irreverent and dangerous and sexy. But my hunting time is silent.
Yeah.
Slow, stealthy. I have miracle hearing aids in right now so I can hear your brilliant communication. But also the way the birds sing. Just now, before we came down here trying to wrestle this technology, Shemaine and I were on the deck with our beloved dogs, Coco and Sadie, and we were watching herds of scimitar horned oryx from Africa, black buck antelope from India. We have a big Serengeti out off our deck here. And the soul cleansing sanctuary that wildlife brings me makes me even more intense when I grab the guitar and start pounding out my version of what James Brown taught me. So I hope that all makes sense, because it's different.
Totally
and
does.
I think the extremes are why my hunting is so extreme, and I'm pretty good at it. I've never bought chicken. And why my music makes people dance is because of that heart and soul, which really is a genuflecting at the altar of God's miracle and being the best servant that I can be in both of those fields. And of course, I race off-road and I write New York Times bestsellers. I got a lot of charity work. I just got off the phone with a bunch of U.S. Marine heroes. We're getting together. We're going to the National Rifle Association convention. I'm doing a Patriot Fest in Aurora, Illinois on Saturday the 18th. I'll be surrounded by working hard, playing hard, hunters, fishermen, landowners, mechanics, plumbers, electricians, musicians, just shit kickers from every walk of life, and that's so inspiring to me.
Well, and that's why, you know, we have you on is to talk about that coming up in Aurora on actually this weekend, isn't it? In 3 days. 3 days. Yeah. That's
Well, I'm going to be there all day. I'll be there Saturday with JJ Rupp. We're going to be playing a bunch of my songs, and I'm sure we'll unleash some Chuck Berry songs. I will play a fire-breathing Star-Spangled Banner. I can't help myself. It is a Patriot Fest after all. But I'm so honored. Thank you, everybody who invited me to come there. My son, Toby, and Rocco, and my wife, Shemaine. My dogs will be there. It's going to be a real Nugent family gathering, I promise you.
I wish I could be there. Now, I have some inside knowledge for you. Maybe you can use this a little bit. One of the guys that's going to be there, his name is Creed Fisher. And we had him on the other day. And his first concert ever was seeing you, sir, live.
Do you know how often?
He was 5 years old.
No kid. Do you know how often people come up to me and they just get really excited? You were my first concert. And I don't know what people were doing before I came, because I think I was almost everybody's first concert. but there is an energy. My bandmates are such always from 1958. I talked to Tom Noel the other day. He was my drummer in 1959. I keep in touch with these guys. I've been surrounded by the greatest musicians that have ever walked the earth.
Yeah.
And the same goes to this day. So when people hear my music on the radio, there is a pulse, there's a pounding, grinding, sensual stimuli to the heroes, those black heroes that inspired all of my musical dreams. And so they hear that, they go, that's really intense. I got to go see this guy. So a lot of people came to this guy. You know, it's awesome because we're still doing it all these years later.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there?
I think that's Creed's whole thing is now that he's new, up and coming, and he's actually going to be playing a show that you're playing at, has just got him mind blown. Mm-hmm. And I think if I was a musician, I would totally and completely feel that, because you are like the person that other people look up to as they're coming into the music business, for sure.
Well, thank you for that. And I think what we should celebrate, I think the impetus there and the inspiration there is a secret of the music world that we should no longer keep a secret. And that is the incredible Herculean work ethic of your average rock and roll band, your average musician. Mm-hmm. The effort and the time that we put into honing our craft, and the sacrifices, and we give up a lot of normal life. Well, I don't give up the hunting season, but mostly they give up they give up so much of social norm activities because we want to practice that instrument. We want to get that groove. We want to qualify to be in James Brown's band. We want the music to be authoritative and cohesive and inspiring and emotional and bombastic and dynamic. So there's a work ethic in the music world that I think rivals any work ethic ever, anytime, anywhere. So I think that's a great motivation, because people hear me talk about being clean and sober and putting my heart and soul into making the music the absolute best it can be. And that's not a Ted Nugent thing. That's all my bands, my Tommy Shaw Sticks buddy, my Jack Blades Night Ranger buddy, my Michael Cardelloni Damn Yankee, Leonard Skinner, Ricky Medlock, everybody I know, every musician I know puts their heart and soul into honing that craft so it's passionate and alive and inspiring and dynamic. So it's the standard operating procedure for musicians. And I think people pick up on that, and I'm glad that I qualify in that group.
Absolutely. Now with that, what do you think of like the rise of kind of social media? And we'll take someone, for example, Oliver Anthony. Like, he's got some really good music. He's got some really good heart and soul in that, but he kind of exploded overnight. There's a lot of these guys that come from TikTok or YouTube or whatever that kind of explode overnight when you gotta, back in the day, they just, you had to grind, you had to play those car washes and those harps, those little dive bars and everything. What do you think of that? What is your kind of opinion on that?
Well, I don't think much has really changed. back then, back in the roaring 1950s, you'd play at sock hops, and I played at Walt's Malt Shop, and I played at Marilyn McMillan's 14th birthday, and I played at the fraternity party and the sorority parties. I played at the pool parties. We played in the park. We played at the local community center. We played in the church basement, and that was kind of like the social media of the time, where word would get out that this band called the Lourdes. I had a band in Detroit in 1959, 1960 called the Lourdes, Lourds. And we won the Michigan Battle of the Bands, but we played the VFWs and the Elks Lodge and the high schools. And even when we weren't invited, we'd set up and play. so that got the word out in a kind of a town square type of promotional maneuver. Even though we didn't know what the word promotion was, we just wanted to play.
Right.
And it was that love of making the music that is so contagious. Now, a guy like that is all of a sudden exposed through a song on social media, I think it's a lot in the same way. People are going to discover if the artist believes, if he exudes belief in the music, whether the lyrics are passionate, cocky, fun, serious, emotional, all those human sensations can be projected in song.
Right.
And they're all, I think, of equal value. And if you're a Kid Rock with ball with the ball with the ball, whatever that song was, he comes out just screaming, kind of marrying the ultimate rhythm and blues rock and roll with the hip hop. That's how he exploded out of Detroit with that historical Detroit energy and piss and vinegar. But I think it's still a successful music career can still be accomplished today the same way I did it.
Yep.
You play everywhere you can, and if you really believe that the music must be soulful and tight, and the bass and drums, the people cannot not dance to good music. And if they're not dancing, you're probably not going to get more people next time. But if they are dancing and they're paying attention to the dynamic and the maneuvers of the music, like all our favorite bands did that. And I still do it to this day. I'm still recording. I still got new songs. The people love the new songs because we so love it that fire for the music is contagious, whether it's something you see on Facebook or social media, or whether you see some guy open up for a larger artist. If you're really kicking ass, people are going to. Here's the worst thing that can happen to a musician, and that's to somebody leave your performance going, "Hey, that was pretty good." Pretty good sucks.
Yeah.
Pretty good is a death knell. You want those people going, "Did you hear that, mother? What about that one song? Did you see the sweat? Did you feel the groove?" If you don't thrill them, you're done.
Yep. I'm gonna bite that off, and everyone that comes on, I'm gonna let them know that.
Tell them that.
I'll tell all of them because
here's how you tell it to them, Radar. If your forehead veins aren't popping out a good half an inch, you're not playing good music. You got to have a crescendo. You got to do a James Brown crescendo. Every song has to have that fire, that crescendo, that high point. Every song, every one of my songs had at least 3 or 4 of those.
Yep. See, and I'm the opposite. I can't play. You and I are such opposite people because I can't hit the broadside of a barn with a bow. You give me a rifle and I'm dead on, but you give me a bow and arrow, I can't hit a hay bale at 10 feet. And I cannot play an instrument. And everyone in my family is so talented. Even my 6-year-old daughter she goes around, she plays trumpet around the house. Not very well, but she does something.
Well, you notice, guys, that right now I have a bow and arrow in my hand. I have a brand new Colt Python that I sighted in today, and I shoot hundreds and hundreds of rounds. It's a 357 Magnum, and another carry every day. This is a 6-inch Colt Python, and so I'm always shooting for that aim small, miss small, and tactical proficiency.
Yes.
Because in this world of engineered recidivism, we're living in a horrific anti-justice, failed court system that has engineered recidivism of violent offenders over and over. And just hitting the bullseye is not going to cut the mustard. You have to be able to identify danger around you. And that's how Shemaine and I train. We train with the SWAT team. I've been a sheriff deputy for 39 years, and I have to qualify, but I qualify every day. So there's always a bow and arrow nearby. I've got one right here. And by the time I get to full draw, there's no Joe Biden right now. And it's a martial arts. Archery is a martial art. And I think, I don't know if this baby is tuned. This guy just made this beautiful guitar for me.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That is very pretty.
Very nice.
But when you play all the time. Now, is the microphone picking that up?
Yep, it is. Yep.
Sir.
Because a lot of times the technology won't handle, but there's a groove to that, you know. There's a martial arts quality. I don't care if it's basketball or welding or gardening. I swear to God, no matter what you pursue, if you're really focused and you apply all your gifts from God to that endeavor, it's so fulfilling. And you become a great gardener, you become a great welder, become a great marksman, become a great tactician, become a great musician, a great archer. But let me tell you, Radar, and everybody listening, I don't care what it is that is your passion in life. If you get a bow and arrow that is graceful and easy to draw, it's got to be absolute graceful to draw. When you discover the control of Mr. Hand-eye coordination, breathing, sight articulation, Mr. Right hand talking to Mr. Left hand, controlled by Mr. Brain and Mr. Eyes and Mr. Lungs, and you can put that arrow where you want it, your welding will be better. Your rifle, especially firearms, your firearms marksmanship will immediately improve if you shoot a bow and arrow all the time, because an arrow is released under tension, and a good shot from a rifle or a handgun should be shot with zero tension. So if you can do it under the stress of full draw, all of a sudden that hand-eye coordination of handgun or rifle marksmanship, it improves within days of blending the archery zen to the marksmanship zen. And you got to admit, when you hit a bullseye, or if I hit a woodchuck at 100 yards, that's pretty great. By the way, woodchuck's one of the best meals in the world.
Really?
It's like a little cow. It's like a little cow, just eats clover and grass. And it's like a little beefer. But anyhow, so that's that samurai martial arts approach I do to everything I do in life, including being a husband and a father and a grandfather and a dog trainer and a farmer and a rancher and a band member and a whatever it is, or a We the People Hellraiser. I do it the same way with that.
My son, there's an archery club in the middle school here, and I'm lucky enough. I live in South Dakota, so we have a little bit more freedoms than some other places around this country, and I'm happy that he gets to do that. He's so enthralled at that and archery, and it makes me gracious and graceful to hear you say those things, that archery can build that in those kids. And because we're from a rather small town, and about a third of his class, a third of the middle schools in the archery club here, and they compete all across the state. They do great. So
every kid wants to shoot. Every kid wants to be the master of his life/arrow. They might not be able to tell you that till they're more experienced in life, but that's the instinct. The instinct is to be capable and apply yourself to the path of your life, which is the origins of Zen, the origins of martial arts. It's not really controlling the arrow, it's controlling your life. Because I got 6'2", 100 or 220 pounds of me, and I can apply it to my music. I can apply it to my dog training. I guide and outfit hunters every year. I apply it to my predatorship, my reasoning predator hunting lifestyle. And I'm telling you, we have an archery in schools program all across this country, and it is the most popular sport of all. It's more popular than the football and the baseball and the soccer and the hockey. When a kid gets a bow and arrow in his hand with a little bit of guidance for form and approach and safety, it's hard to get that bow and arrow out of their hands, because it really is a guiding light for whatever you might pursue, applying all of your capabilities to that given moment. And when you're at full draw with a bow and arrow, all your physics and spirituality, they work together. And it's I've had a Ted Nugent Camp for Kids charity, a nonprofit charity, for 35 years now. And these kids, when they shoot the bow and arrow and the pellet rifles and the slingshots, it's hard to get them to go to the next stage. They love to shoot stuff like that. And under the guidance for safety and accountability, there's probably nothing more important we can teach kids nowadays. You get them off that zombie technology crap.
Right. Yeah. We that was the other day. My son, same one. He's, hey Dad, can I go fishing with my buddy? Absolutely. Yep. Have fun. Great. I'll get your stuff. And we're fortunate if I have a creek right in the backyard. There's not many fish in the creek, but they go up to the lake, and he brought me back 6 rainbow trout. So we got them cleaned up.
That's
yep.
Awesome. Yum.
Yep. So he's right on it. So wish it would have been some walleye, but we made it work.
Yeah, that's good fish.
Absolutely. So this concert coming up on Saturday, you'll be there all day. And
yeah, we're getting in there about middle of the day. I want to be there for Big and Rich's performance. That's a great band, and Cowboy Troy. Great bands. Third Door Down. Great bands. I want to see as many of those as I can.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely. I'm sad I can't make it. I've got to be in Florida.
Yep.
Florida's good. Yep.
Yeah, I have to work this weekend, so
Yeah.
I was going to try and get up there. Yeah, your job's a little bit funner.
I have a song goes way back, working hard, playing hard. And it said, the second verse goes, now it's my turn to show my stuff. It's sometimes fun. It's sometimes rough. I'm working hard to earn my way, but lucky me, my work is play. Working hard, playing hard.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I was going to go, but I have a daughter graduating high school on Saturday, so I don't know if I can.
Well, congratulations to her.
Yeah, she's great. So, and thanks to your son for coming up and getting us straightened out as well. I really do appreciate it. So
yeah, Rocco's good. Rocco Winchester, he's my boy.
So, but we're running short on time, and I really do appreciate you coming on tonight, sir. Thank you so very much for your time and your patience with all the technical difficulties and whatnot. So, I want to encourage everyone to be there on Saturday if you're in the area in Aurora, Illinois. What time does that start? Do you know, sir?
I think it goes on real early in the day, but I'll probably get there to watch Big and Rich and Cowboy Troy and Third Door Down on Saturday, whoever's performing that day. And I think I go on around 5:30 or so that evening.
That'd be great. I wish I could. I really do wish I could be there. So that's close to my old. I grew up not too far from there, so I really wish I could go. But
well, I've been playing in Illinois, the Amboy Dukes. I started the Amboy Dukes in Arlington Heights, Illinois, back in '65, and I think I played in Illinois, in the Chicago area, and all around the state, Rockford Speedway. Any place with electricity, I probably played every year since '65.
Sounds like some places that didn't have electricity, huh?
Yeah, I would have pulled out an acoustic guitar and rocked him.
All right.
Well, I really do appreciate you coming on, sir. Thank you so very much for your time and for everything you do for the vets and the service members. We really do appreciate it. We see when people come and they, do things for us. And I know that sounds stupid, but I know you've been on USO tours. I know that you do things, you said about earlier, hanging out with vets and running camps and all that. And, that philanthropy part, we really do appreciate that. We really appreciate everything that you do, from entertaining us on the radio to all of it.
When I speak, I speak for all the good American families, which are the vast majority. And we know that freedom is not free. And we know the sacrifices and risks that the heroes and the warriors of the U.S. military and their families make. and we want to pay back in many ways that we can. And that's why there's so many wonderful, wonderful charities and organizations out there to say thank you to the sailors and the airmen and the Marines and the Coast Guard and the U.S. Army and the U.S. Air Force and the Navy. We thank them all. And I am so blessed and honored that so many of them are my friends. I have a lot of military friends. I take them on hunts every year. We do a lot of work with them. We're working hard with different organizations to put an end to this horrific, heartbreaking scourge of suicide. So everybody out there, if you have a military friend or you know military families, be sure that you keep in communication with them and let them know how much we love them and we understand to the best of our ability the suffering that they go through, and that there's nothing we won't do to help them.
Oh, we appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you so very much. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. We're going to cut to break. I'm going to put the banner back up and we'll cut to break, and I'll let you go. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great night, sir.
Back at you. Godspeed. God bless America.
Well, I guess I was born with a gun in my hand. We'd walk the big clear cuts in the pine timberland. Well, the army man told me that I could defend the free. Oh, and draw me a paycheck and get a tech school degree. I said, hey now, Sergeant, that sure does sound fine. Well, a sawmill ain't hiring. Tell me, where do I sign? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Well, my hands are still steady, and they still hold a gun. And this is the suit of a soldier for your southeastern sun. Well, tell Mom not to worry if she's taking it hard. Never thought I'd see action back when I joined the Guard. Well, all this will be over more later than soon. As I wrote in a letter beneath the big Afghan moon. Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not for long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not for long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on?
Hey, everybody, we're back.
Hi, we're back.
Oh, Uncle Ted, that was amazing.
How cool is it, Radar? he said your name on numerous occasions.
I know, it's awesome. That was great.
Now
I
you'd
was
be like,
so
Ted Nugent knows Radar.
Ted
by
Nugent knows
name.
Radar. Ted Nugent knows Radar. I've drank beers with Big Kenny and John Rich. Like, come on, what else we got going on?
I know. Look at you. You're super. Like, you're the man.
But you know, like that okay, I'm gonna say this, and I avoid this on this show a little bit, and sometimes I go off on political tangents. Ted Nugent is very right-leaning politically, like it or not. That's the way he is. And you know what? Two things I will say about it. One, he's unapologetic about it. You know where he stands about all this stuff, and people are like, "Oh, he's kind of a jackass." I don't. You know what? Hey, we just spent what, half hour trying to get technical issues figured out. We finally did, and he gave us an awesome interview. He was not short with us. He was not curt with us. Everything, he did great. And
he could have been like, you know what? The audio's jacked up. I'm out.
Yep.
We'll reschedule this for another night, or we won't, or whatever. And no, he was like, no, we're gonna get this fixed.
Yep.
I'm calling my son up here.
Yep.
And he was just super chill, go with the flow. Loved it.
Yep. And honestly, I know that I feel like I cut him off a little bit, but he promised us a half hour. I let him give us a half hour. I didn't want to take up any more of his time. He was fantastic, and I really do appreciate people like that coming on, and he gave us a great interview, and like I said, he was very gracious with us, and I really do appreciate it.
And he's fun.
He's fun. Yes.
He was definitely not. He was what I expected, but more. Like,
you know what I really wish? I wish it was like a different weekend, because I would go.
Oh yeah.
It's only about an hour and a half from where I grew up. I go stay at my parents' house, and you know what I mean? That'd be fun. And just be like, hey, give me a press pass. I'll come hang out in the back. I'll bring you guys sandwiches or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, that'd be great to see the
Radar would be like the sandwich boy. I'm all on it.
Well, hold on a second. I'm going to put this up so everyone can read it. We got 3 Doors Down, Ted Nugent, Big and Rich, Cowboy Troy, Creed Fisher, who was on our show the other night, and other artists. That'd be such a fun day. That'd be such a fun day.
There's a lot of names on here.
Demon Jones and Matt Oakley and like
Troy, Matt Oakley, Brandon Hart. I mean, it's going to be a good show.
It is going to be amazing, and it's supposed to be it's a veteran centric show. It's a very patriotic show. I have always wanted to see 3 Doors Down, and I've always wanted to see Ted Nugent. Those are 2 bands that I've wanted to see for a long time, and Ted has come to the.
You can do like I do with my daughter, with your daughter now, because like I remind mine how I had to give birth to her and I had to miss Alan Jackson. Now you can tell your daughter how she had to graduate high school. So she had to miss Ted Nugent.
You know, I think right now at this very moment she's going through that I don't want to do it stage.
Oh, I'm sure she.
You know what I mean? She with all the end of the year stuff. I think honestly, if you said, hey, if you and all your friends could go for another month, would you do it? She absolutely would. And I think a lot of them would, because they're all like, oh my God, we're done, but I'm going to miss my friends. I'm going to miss all this stuff. And you know what I mean? I bet a lot of them would. I'm curious. That'd be a good poll.
From a smaller town where, you know, everybody's really close knit and together, I bet it's harder even to leave high school.
I think
than
so.
Like some of these really big schools where it's hard to, it's hard to know anybody that's not in your little clique.
Right.
It's such a big school. But with y'all's school, it's pretty small.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to Google it. I'm not sure, but I think it's like 90 people. In a class.
Graduating class? Wow. Yeah, that's tiny. I mean, even my school was small when I graduated from it, but we still had like 300 people in our graduating class. So y'all are tanty.
Okay, it doesn't have for 2023. It doesn't have 2024 yet. Maybe they do. Okay, so the whole school district has 2,400 students.
Oh yeah, that's tiny.
So let's just do a little bit of math. I'm just going to divide it by 13.
Yeah.
So we'll say 2409 is what it says, divided by 13. So 185-ish per class. So more than I thought. And hers is on the smaller end. The middle school classes are a little bit bigger. I bet her class is probably 150-ish, give or take. Wow. And honestly, when we moved from a different school to here when I married Anna. Mm-hmm. And that school is even smaller. Wow. The Spearfish is like the big school around here. I bet Lee Deadwood I know Lee Deadwood is 100.
Crazy.
I know where my son graduated is less than 100.
Crazy.
So, I mean, like, well, when he was in middle school, they didn't have kids to get that's 699 students in Lee Deadwood. So we'll go 700 divided by 4. What am I doing? 700 divided by 13 is 53.8 average students per class.
Wow.
Yep.
I was trying to think how many are in our class, but I think we're like 5A or something. So that'll tell you how many more they have here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. So, wow. And you know, my graduating class was like 600 something, I think, if I remember right. I have to look. But there's kids I graduated with I never met. But like I said, we've been here since Rachel was in 8th grade. So she's had 5 years here. And in one way or another, she knows everybody she's graduating with. Whether she was in a class with somebody or she was in drama or music or marching band or something, she's been in something with everybody. So, I mean, or knows them enough, knows them on a first name basis. If she, you know, and she works at Jimmy John's to come in, hi, Rachel. She may not even really know them that well, but she knows them. Or she, you know, we go to church with them or their family or whatever. The town I live in is, 18,000 people? And we are by far the big town around here. The town I lived in before is 3,500. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that when you get around and do it. Yeah. Wow. So, but I mean, it's nice though, because it's still small enough. This town is small enough that everyone knows each other. I keep my keys in my pickup. My keys stand. Two things. One, I don't really like my pickup and I have full coverage. And two, two is I don't want to go back in the house when I forget my keys. So my keys are in my pickup. So if you drive by Radar's house and you want a free pickup, I'm going to scrape some bins off. It's not that nice a pickup. It's a Note 2. It's a 22-year-old pickup. If you want to steal it that bad, take it. But I mean, genuinely, like, it's one of those places like, we lock our door more to keep our dogs in
than to keep
people out. Well, and so our kids being the age they are, let's see, my youngest daughter doesn't live with us full time. She only comes with every other weekend, but we have I'm gonna go for next year's grade because they're done in a week. Okay. Yes. It's 7th grader, a freshman, and a senior. And we've had high school age kids now forever, right? We've had high school age kids now. I've had high school age kids in my house since like 2016. So almost 10 years I've had high school age kids in my house, right?
Yeah.
And their buddies pop by or fucking something. Like everyone, like there was a time there when I had 4 kids in high school at once. I had a freshman, junior, or freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, all in the house at the same time. And I never knew who was going to be in my house when I came home from work. It might be full of freshmen.
Like your friends or.
Yep. And it'd be like, hey, we're stopping by before we go to work, or we're stopping by before we go to drama, or hey, I got a soccer game and all my friends are over, or whatever. And I don't care. It's it's fine. It's whatever. Next year, we're going to have 2 high schoolers, and I legit will not know who's in my house when I come home from work. It might be Jocelyn's friends, might be Jonah's friend, might be Gabe's friend. And there's usually somebody at my house. And you know how high schoolers are. Hey,
oh yeah.
And especially having daughters with their friends that are girls. Oh, because I only live like 2 blocks from the high school.
Yeah.
I live right across the street from the track and all that stuff, right? So, I needed some feminine products, so we stopped by. We need Rachel and Jocelyn to have some. All right, cool, whatever. I don't have any. There's always something like that. Like, seriously. We had moms from the soccer tournament.
That stuff. I miss those days.
Oh my
but
God.
my kids were so close together that they just back to back. I mean,
yep.
Because my daughter, well, the biggest age gap is like, I think 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had a senior and I think he was an 8th grader when she was a senior. Yeah. So my older boy was in 8th grade when she was a senior. So like I had high school and then I had and then I had everybody again. And it was crazy.
Well, and what the one thing that I want every day is to be able to come home from work, sit in my chair and take my shoes or boots off, whatever I'm wearing. That's it.
That's all.
I don't care what's on TV. I don't care how loud the house is. I don't care. You
just want to be able to sit in your recliner and take off your shoes.
And I don't even, we have like the couch with the recliners in it. I don't even care about that. I just want to be able to sit down on one of our dining room tables, our chairs are high, right? So I'm too short and fat to untie my shoes. I don't want to do that. I want to sit on either the couch or like one of the living room piece of furniture, take my boots off. That's it. I have to be on a nice couch. I just want to be, that's all I need. I don't care who's here. I don't care how loud they are. I don't care what's on TV. I don't care if they're in the kitchen making snacks. I don't care. It's whatever. I just want to be able to take
as long as you can sit down and take your boots off.
I've been at work for 9-10 hours. I want to take my fucking work boots off. You know what I mean? And you know what? I think there's two things in this world with either the work boots or the bra.
Yep.
You wear either one for 10 hours, you want them off.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But anyways, it is 8:00 my time, 9 yours, huh? Are you central over there? Are you 10?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock here. I'm in central time here.
I didn't know I can't remember because Florida changes weird.
Yeah, I'm up in the Panhandle, so I'm in central.
All right.
I had to ask.
I didn't recall.
I had to ask somebody what the time zone was because I was like, I think I'm pretty sure that I'm in the same.
Because you're like
zone.
20 miles from the East Coast, but you're still like on Central. Yeah.
But I'm on Central.
Because Florida doesn't change their time, I don't think.
Well, down south they do.
Oh, that makes sense. Not east, west, like the rest of the fucking world. North and south. Florida's fucking weird.
Like Naples, Florida is eastern. And that's south of here.
Oh, with an A, Naples. Okay.
Naples.
All right.
Naples, yeah.
Not
so
with
Naples
an I.
Is still considered, not nipples. No. Down in Nipples, Florida.
Down in Nipples, Florida. There probably is a Nipples, Florida.
Probably.
Oh man, I want to get a hold of them and be like, I'm going to your concert.
You want to go?
I do want to go so bad.
Of course, it's on the one weekend when both of us are.
Man, I would so go. I would so go. And fucking yeah. Oh well. Maybe someday.
Yeah, someday.
But you know what though? Like genuinely, having Ted Nugent on last night or tonight and Big Kenny on 2 nights or a week ago was great. And that was worth it. They were great people.
That's definitely something for the grandkids.
Yep. I need to figure. Well, never mind. I can't. I need to figure out how to clip those interviews and then just post them to our things. Just the interview part.
See,
but
he knows how.
But I can't. I can't get on Facebook to do it.
Goodness gracious. Well, we'll have to do something. When is your grounding from Facebook up?
Friday.
Well, just a couple more days.
Couple more days.
I
kind of want to post that picture that they blocked me for again. God, it was fucking bullshit. Where do they think we find these memes? Where do they think they find this shit 20 years ago? Where do you think I found it? On Facebook.
On Facebook.
Found it on Facebook. Oh.
Oh man, you so crazy.
Yeah, and you know it's automated. You know, I am not important enough for them to go 12 years back and dig through my Facebook and be like, "Oh, look at this picture you put." And I think I actually posted it on something else. I don't even think whatever. Fuck Facebook.
Who knows?
Someday we're gonna quit using Facebook and just be done with it. Anyways, we should probably start wrapping this B up.
Yeah.
So why don't you? Who has some guests? Why don't you rattle off them guests?
Next Tuesday, our dear friend CQ has a guest.
Yes.
Mary McCormack. She is an actress, producer, and a writer. She began her acting career performing in a stage production of the Christmas opera.
Ooh.
Who knew? Wow. I think a lot of you will probably know her from, let me pick one of her most popular things. Wasn't she in, now y'all are gonna think I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot. The TV show she was in that was real popular. Dagnabbit. I'm looking literally at her face and I'm trying to hold on. I'm gonna pull it up if it kills me, y'all. I don't know how. Hold on, I'm Googling.
I'm Googling the shit out of this. Anyway.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay. I found it.
All right.
All right. So what people will probably know her from is the TV show In Plain Sight.
Yes.
Yes. In Plain Sight. She was also in Deep Impact and Mystery Alaska and Dickie Roberts, and she's been in a lot of stuff. But the thing I really remember her from is from the TV show In Plain Sight.
Okay.
So she'll be with CQ next Tuesday, and that is the only guest anybody has coming up.
You know, and I am slightly sad about that. Because we had 3 awesome guests scheduled 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And I was apprehensive about that because I'm not very good at this job. You know what I mean? Everyone knows that I'm not the best at this job. That's not us. I'm trying and I'm getting better, but I am no CQ. I try. I really do.
You are Radar, and you are doing a great job.
Mm-hmm. No, and I'm so thankful that people came on to talk with me, and we kept quite the viewing going. You know, I was happy at that. We still have 62 going on X on Twitter, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And that's even with me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. According to ICE, I should be able to get chats, and I'm not getting anything in the chats. So I'm not getting chats. I'm not getting.
You broke it.
I don't know what I did. And like my Facebook is broken and my body's broken and I'm just broken. I'm just over it tonight. But you know what?
We're all just broken.
We're all just broken.
Everything's broken. It's all broken.
But I really want to thank Ted for saying that at the end. You know, if you have, and I think I need reminded of this sometimes, is check in on your buddies.
Yep. Check
in on your buddies and make sure things are okay. You know what I mean? And I got a couple friends I should probably call and check in on because I care about people and I know that their lives are kind of tough right now and just call and check on them. And that's a good advice. We should remember that today, you know, and one of the things, and this is, we got to take care of each other. We really do. And we preach that sometimes, and I know we don't sometimes. And I want to remind everyone to take, hey, make a call tonight, make a text, just text somebody, be like, hey buddy, hey bro, hey sis, how you doing? How's things going? That's all it takes. Let your people know you care about them. You don't got to call everybody. You don't got to spend 6 hours on the phone, whatever. Just think of somebody in your life who, and it doesn't have to be a veteran either. I think we have this veteran-centric idea that, you know, we need to take care of each other. We do. I'm not saying we don't. But just because they're not a veteran doesn't mean they're not going through certain hard points and low points in their life. And I think this time of year is kind of tough for a lot of people. This like transition into summer, and like I think some people get wrapped up as we go into things like Memorial Day weekend and everything. I think people kind of get wrapped up, and some people get really, you know, I'm looking forward to going camping with my family. I'm looking forward to doing all these fun things, but guess what? Some people don't have a family or friends or anyone really to hang out with, and they see everybody, and we're all guilty of it. Hey, look at me camping this weekend on Facebook, and look at this fish my kid caught, and look at all this fun shit we're doing. And, you know, in the meantime, your buddy's sitting there fucking alone in his house drinking a beer, fucking wishing he had someone to hang out with. Like, invite your friends to go fishing or go fucking drink at the lake or fucking hang out at home or whatever. Remember your buddies, you know, and if you got friends that maybe don't have as much as you, offer it up. You know, so
exactly.
Yeah, because we really do. I know I really, you know, I have my friends and family, and I have people in my life who I cherish, and I think we need to remind ourselves and each other of that sometimes. So, but no, I'm glad that he said that. It reminded me of that a little bit. So
yeah, exactly.
But you have been listening to me, Radar, and her TeeZee, and our awesome guest, Ted Nugent.
Yeah, for sure.
Hanging out here, right here in the smoke pit. Tomorrow night is Sergeant's time. The Ice and Spanky every Thursday. Chewing the fat. They probably will talk more about beards. You know, Radar gave his opinion. We gave our bird opinion. So, if you disagree with my opinion, well, fuck it, it's my opinion. You're entitled to yours, I'm entitled to mine.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, or after that, Friday is Friday Night Freedom. No Friday Night Freedom this week. They had it last week. So they will be off this week. And then Saturday is a Donza Day of Day of No Spanky Activities. We'll be, you have a job you have to do on Saturday. I have a graduation on Saturday. There's a lot of high school graduations this week and weekend. Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday both. So watch out for drunk kids on the road. Watch out. Be mindful of your situational awareness and your surroundings and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
And then Sunday is the sports bar with the coach and the actual King Smith. They'll be bringing you some NBA championship stuff is going on. Is it the finals yet or semifinals? I know the NBA is still going. WNBA is raging strong. There's some soccer going on, and I don't know, some like little baseball teams or whatever that's going on. Monday is the Monday edition with Ice and not Massey this week. Unfortunately, his father passed away, so he is convalescing with that. So, but Ice will be here on Monday for the Monday edition, and then Tuesday is Pop Culture War with CQ and a special guest. I know he was listening. Dude, I'm sorry I couldn't make it last night. He tried messaging me, and I felt like a dick because he messaged me and he's like, "Hey, you want to be on?" And I can't message him back, and they messaged back like 5 minutes or like, I don't know, it's about an hour later. Well, I guess that's a no. No, dude, I'm sorry. I wanted to say no, I can't do it. It's my kid. My kid had middle school choir last night, so I couldn't do it anyway. But I feel like a dick when I can't respond. I fucking hate this Facebook block. Like, it's fucking bullshit. Anyway, but he will be there with his awesome guest on Tuesday, and then come back to us next Wednesday right here in the smoke pit with her TeeZee and me, Radar. We will be right here bringing it down.
I'll be back home, and I don't know where I'll be. I don't know if I'll be in the new house or if I'm going to be in the office again.
Oh yeah, because you're moving. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see how much. We'll see how much. We'll see how much gets. We'll see how much gets done on your work trip.
Yeah. While I'm gone, we'll see how much they get moved.
You know what? I'm talking shit, but I have so much. I'm taking work off on Friday because I have so much to do between now and Saturday. It's insane.
I bet.
I still have a broke down truck in my garage. I have all my shit strewn everywhere in there. I have a grill. I bought a new, okay. Oh, I didn't tell you about did I tell you about catching my grill on fire, right? And the fire department coming to my house?
No.
I didn't tell you this story? Okay. So, last fall, I was cooking. It was right before Veterans Day. And when I was at my old job, I was part of this Veterans Coalition. Right. Mm-hmm. And we had this safety stand or this veteran stand down every October for Veterans Day. Mm-hmm. And I got tasked with smoking the pork for it. So I
remember that.
Yeah.
You had to do a whole bunch this last year.
The last one I did, right? I was looking at my grill. I'm like, fuck, my grill's off. My smoker was awful dirty. And I have a pellet smoker. I don't have a real smoker. Because first off, I'm not in Texas. I'm in South Dakota. Secondly, I'm fucking don't have the time to actually have a real smoker. Fucking pellet grills work just fine. So my fucking shit, like my tray was full of grease and shit. I'm like, fuck, I should really clean this. But I have it was like the Thursday before the feed was on Saturday, right? I was like, I don't have time for that shit right now. I don't have time to fucking break this grill down and clean it all up. It'll be fine. I just need to cook like 4 more butts and we'll be good to go. Put my fucking meat on there, turn my fucking smoker on. I go in the house and I look out my back window and there's like 20-foot flames coming out of the pipe of my fucking smoker. So I was like, ah! So I ran out there and I unplugged it and I opened it up and it flashed out, poof, like burned my eyebrows off and shit. Maybe not that bad, but it burnt the hair off my arms, right? And I was like, oh my God. So I closed it real quick and I unplugged it so the fan would turn off. Mm-hmm. And my whole backyard is full of smoke, right? It was like we have like 2 days a year with no wind. That was one of them. But I didn't think nothing of it, right? Well, then I go to like take a shower or something and I hear a bam, 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 bam at the fucking door. I'm like, what the shit is that? My daughter is she's like hanging out in her room in like a sports bra and a pair of shorts, goes to the door. It's like the fucking fire department, the whole fire department. And they're like, is everything okay? Is there a fire out there? Blah, blah, blah. Well, apparently, because, I live on kind of a main street, some people drove by, saw the flames going over my house. And the smoke was just, there's that big parking lot across the street, the whole thing full of fucking smoke. And it smells of smoke. And it smells of wood smoke because of the smoker, right? And the grease fire and everything else. So it smells like my fucking house is on fire.
Oh my goodness.
And so, yeah, they come and I had it far enough away. It didn't touch the house or anything like that. It was fine, but it sure didn't look it from the outside. And I'm like, fuck, dude. So anyway, it burnt the little probe. It's the cheap Walmart knockoff one, right? Mm-hmm. So you can't order the parts to make it work again. But the probe inside it burnt that up because it was literally on fire. And so now my grill, it works, but it goes automatically to 1,000 degrees. So it's great for cooking burgers and shit. It's like, it's all on fucking fire. But if I want to smoke pork butts, I need to have it, down low. And so I won't do that.
So basically you need a new one.
I need a new one. So I went, the Ace here in town. Oh, this is another fucking story. You're going to love this. So I went over to Ace. I looked on the thing and it had it on sale. And the Traegers were on sale, right? Uh-huh. So they were on sale for $3.99 and a bag of pellets for $3.99. So I went over there and I was like, I want this grill. And they had one on the floor. I'm like, I want that grill. And the lady's like, it's $5.99. I'm like, no, it's $4.99. She's $5.99. It's $4.99 or whatever. $3.99. No. And so I'm going back and forth with this bitch. I'm like, look, right here on your fucking, that's a website or that's a internet only deal. Okay. Well, if you're saying if I buy it on the, right now in front of you, if I put buy now, I can get this for $100 less. She's like, yes. Okay, cool. Boop, $100 less. And I get an email. And so I'm like, well, can you match it? No, I can't do that. It's internet only. That's fucking stupid. Okay, fine, whatever. So I fucking buy it on the internet. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, let's load up my fucking pickup. She's like, I can't. Bitch, is right here. It says purchased. I have the receipt, the online receipt. The fuck here. Put it in my fucking truck. Let's go. Can't do that. I have to wait for it to come through. What the fuck? Okay, fine, whatever. So I go to I go across the street. I go to Walmart. I fucking get some shit, get some gas or whatever. And I get an email saying it's ready. Perfect. Mm-hmm. So I go over and it's in the Ace is the lumber yard, right? So I pull in the and I go to the deal, and they like, oh yep, here's your loadout ticket. Go drive through the lumber yard piece, and I'll load you up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I go out there, and they have a pallet with the fucking grill still in the goddamn box, and the fucking pellets on top. And I was like, well, but the one in there's put together, and the same bitch comes out. You don't get that one. You get the box one. But fuck you, bitch. And she's and I was like, it says free assembly. Oh, we can have that done by Wednesday. Well, fuck you. I want you have one assembled right there. Give me that one.
Are you sure the Amish weren't behind that?
Fucking might have been. God damn this. I think she had the fucking Robert Kennedy brainworms or fucking some shit. So I was like, fine, just fucking put it in my truck and I'll put it together myself. Because I had to put the Walmart one together, and it really is. It's like fucking 20 screws. It's not hard. You don't need. It's not rocket surgery to put a fucking smoker together, right?
It's not what rocket surgery.
Rocket surgery. Yeah. But you know what? I've been fucking busy, so it's still in the box in my garage. I got to put meat on it in a day. I got to put meat on it fucking tomorrow.
To take the day off.
Oh, sure. Jesus Christ. Yep. I needed it. You know what I need to do? I need to go back in time about 2 fucking weeks ago and get all the shit done that I planned on getting.
Probably.
And then it's been raining nonstop, so my grass is knee high. Oh, it's whatever.
Poor Radar. It's just one thing after another.
Yep. And I just need to get. And then fucking work. So we're harvesting, right? And it doesn't take a lot of brains to harvest. Okay. There's one part that takes brains, and that's writing the numbers down. We got to cut the plant down and then weigh it and then hang it up to dry.
Yeah.
Well, you
have to know the numbers.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't partake, right? Whatever. Don't care.
So you're the most sensible person to write the numbers down.
Oh, speaking of sensible. So we bring in for harvest, everyone helps because we have like cultivation side of the part, people that grow, and then we have the trimmers and people who process, right? We bring in everybody. Well, one of the trimmers thought it'd be a great idea to bring in these cookies he made that are 50 milligrams a piece. So they're all munching these fucking cookies, getting worthless, and I got to write all the fucking numbers down.
I think they're taking advantage of you.
I think they is too. But we got her good. We got her done. It's whatever.
I think that's an HR complaint.
It's not the place. The place that basically encouraged us to get high at work. And in all fairness, they all have their medical cards. They can do what they want. It's their medicine. They can fucking fuck, man. I need to get my medical card. I think so.
I go to HR, but HR was stoned.
HR stoned too. Yes, I've been there 2 months. Still ain't got my fucking ID yet. Fucking stoners. I work for fucking stoners. But anyway, even better. So we're sitting there. We all it's like break time, right? And they all smoke. I don't smoke, right? And they all smoke and cigarettes. They all smoke cigarettes. Most of them. A couple gals vape, whatever.
And you don't anymore.
Yep. And so they're like, hey, it's break time. All right, cool. Well, I'm not going to fucking sit here by myself. So I go down. We have like a picnic table and some chairs and whatever. And that's like our little smoke pit, right? I go down there and sit. I grab my fucking soda and I'm sitting there drinking my fucking Diet Mountain Dew, watching the world go by. And I watched a couple of them walk by and I thought, oh, maybe they got their smokes in the break room or whatever. They all went out the other gate and fucking were out there fucking smoking cigarettes. And I was like, what about Radar? What about Radar? I'm just fucking, what? I'm fucking lunch meat? What? And they're out there eating fucking cookies, drinking, smoking cigarettes.
You are chopped fucking liver, dude.
I'm chopped fucking liver at this place. I'm just kidding. I don't really give a shit. They didn't see me down there. But I was just like, all fucking day, they're just like, you don't fucking eat these cookies, so meh, 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 meh. And I thought about it for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. I don't need to get high. That sounds dumb. Somebody has to be a responsible adult around here. I guess it'll be me.
Yeah. Oh, and when you're the responsible
yes,
adult,
that is saying some shit.
For a more responsible
yes, we need an adultier adult. But anyway, so we should probably wrap it up. It's been a half hour of wrapping this up.
Yeah, but those were two good stories.
They were. It was worth it.
Yeah, totally.
So
worth it.
those are all
Especially the
reasons
fact-
why I can't go to Three Doors Down and Ted Nugent and Big and Rich and Cowboy Troy. But hey, I really do appreciate everyone for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate Ted Nugent for coming on with us tonight and his grace and patience with our technical difficulties. And I do appreciate
And his amazing son Rocco for figuring it out.
Yep. And I appreciate, you know what, you guys that come every week and you engage with us in the chats and we have so much fun, and you're the reason we do this. And I really do thank everybody. And I thank you, TeeZee, for being here, for putting up with my fucking dumbass. And
you're doing an amazing job. And every interview you do, you get better and better.
I sure try. Both my interviews, I've tried to get better. So no, I'm just kidding. But seriously, these last two have been amazing. We've had amazing guests, and you know, the sky's the limit. We're gonna keep doing this as long as they'll have us. And I really do appreciate everyone showing up and being here. And we're trying to make better content for you. And hey,
maybe we'll get a merch shop one of these days.
Yes. I want to get, I'll say this out loud, so maybe I'll actually do it. I want to get a VSO on. I'm going to talk to some of my VSO buddies, see if we can get a VSO on. Cool. And see if we can do that. You've got people you might want to get on. And I want to get some of these bands. We listen to Starts and Ends a lot. We listen to Humbletown a lot. They're bands that I play quite often. And tonight we've got to listen to basically not my whole repertoire of music, but all the stuff that's royalty free that we can play and not get zucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we've listened to all the songs that I have on my thing. So we'll have to, I don't know, we'll listen to Dan Wesley White again, or something short, because I'm done. Maybe Triple Fine by Bubba Starts again. But I really do appreciate everyone coming on. I'm gonna try to get those guys on to talk to us too about their stuff. You know, it's been refreshing having established artists on here and given good tips.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's crazy. It almost feels like when Ted was talking like tonight, it almost feels like, you know, he's not one of the biggest recording artists on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, it almost like he doesn't realize that.
So normal and down to earth.
And he's a lot. He's a lot. I will give him that. But I just, like I said, it's almost like he reminds me of somebody who doesn't even know. Like, there's like, oh, I just do what I want. Like, and it's great. I love it. I absolutely loved it. He was so genuine, and that was the best part about it.
Exactly.
And so maybe we can get some younger guys on here. We can impart Ted's wisdom. Like, hey, well, Ted Nugent said, you know, you guys got to do archery to get better. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to play that part for my wife and see if I can get a bow and arrow. Look, Ted Nugent told me.
I think I have one of my dad's old bows somewhere. My dad was quite the bow fisher and bow hunter.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was also a gunsmith. So, I mean, he was always around some kind of weaponry.
And I've never, like I said, I've never gotten good with a bow. But I think part of it,
my favorite sport. Archery is my favorite sport.
I've always been
better at archery than basketball.
And I think this was a Marine Corps thing too. Like, I mean, I've always shot expert in the rifle range, always shot expert. And, you know, in the Marine Corps, you shoot man-sized targets, open sights at 550 yards, at 500 meters. Like, and then, you know, when you throw optics on there, I grab my 308 and I can hit anything I want, whatever I want. I've dropped coyotes at over a mile with that rifle. You know what I mean? Like, so I've never felt the need to bow hunt, I guess, after becoming that proficient with a rifle. But I get what he's talking about. Like, you know, if you can do it under tension and stress, that makes sense. It does. It makes, because I can lay down and I can relax and I can make accurate, consistent shots, and I can keep track of my dope and I can keep track on all that shit. But you put me in a bow. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's what I need to calm me down a little bit, my shooting. Yeah. Actually, you know what I really, really fucking need is bullets to go back to a normal price. That's what I fucking need. I need to not spend $25 for a 20-round box of 5.56 ammo. That's what I fucking need.
Yeah.
That's why shooting's so stressful. It's as expensive as fuck. It didn't used to be. So maybe that's where the problem is. But anyway, I'm going to tell the wife, Ted Nugent told me directly I need to buy a bow. He said it.
He did. He did.
So, I mean, and you got to listen to Uncle Ted, right?
For sure.
Anyway, I'm gonna get us out of here. It's 20:30 my time, and I really do, like I said, I do appreciate everyone from coming out, and we will see everybody next week, same bad time, same bad channel, right here on WTF Nation Radio. All right, shots.
Bye.
"18 and fresh out of school, living his life and trying to be cool. Johnny's world changed with a telegram. Pack your things and don't be slow, for Benin's where you gotta go. We're sending you to Vietnam. Saw things no one should see, all in the name of liberty. Several friends would pass away. Returned home a different man, wondering why he's alive in God's plan. Thought ending it all was the only way. Don't let him be a 22. Gave his body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When his world crashes down, he needs some help to see life through. Don't let him be a 22. Susie was an ex-prom queen. Mommy and Daddy gave her everything, but her eyes were opened on that September day. She watched those silver towers fall, knew she had to heed the call. Marine Corps blues were the way. Got sent to Afghanistan, where an IED took her legs and hands. Living a life with many surgeries. Times got hard and bills piled high. Disabilities were denied. How can she live with these injuries? Don't let her be a 22. Gave her body and soul for the red, white, and blue. When her world crashes down, she needs some help to see life through. Don't let her be a 22. Men and women who take a stand, protecting our homeland, away from their husbands and wives, fighting their internal fights with long and sleepless nights. They need our help to live better lives. Let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. Gave our bodies and souls for the red, white, and blue. When our world crashes down, we need some help to see life through. Don't let us be a 22. Don't let us be a 22. We gave our bodies and souls for the red.